what's happening, everyone? I'm in the backyard today. Got the taxi pulled out. Having worked on it for a minute, kind of put it to the side for a while. Meanwhile, I was working on the Fox and the Cadillac, and it's time to get the ball rolling. Parts are slowly stacking up, and the comeback is gonna be in the works here soon. But yep, let's get to it. Start taking this apart. All right, now that I got the taxi in the lift, I'm gonna head to the back, start removing the gas tank, and once I remove the gas tank, I could access the bolts to take the water tank out, since we won't be using this anymore, and also removing my water pump and a few other things, labeling the wire so when I rewire the car and wire up anything back here, I know what accessories they are to the switch up in the front. Alright, let's get this crescent out the way. Let that drain out for a second. So now that I got my gas tank drained, got my tranny jack here, about to drop the tank, already disconnected the lines, disconnected the Magna fuel pump I was running, 750. Not sure if I'm going to be using this on the new setup, but gonna pull this off for now. All right, let's bring this thing down. Probably gonna have to disconnect some stuff up here. Oh, I forgot, I gotta disconnect the fuel neck. Forgot about that. All right, fuel tank's out. Next thing I'm gonna be doing is I could access these bolts right here, which will let me take the water gallon tank out, and then gonna be removing these bolts from the fuel pump, get this fuel pump out, get it cleaned out, cap it off, put it in storage for a little bit, and probably continue working on the front now that pretty much everything that I was planning on removing that's in the trunk out the way. All right, ice tank is out. I'm just gonna clean up a little bit out here, get these hoses poked out and unrouted, but everything's looking clean. Let's keep going. All right, so as you can see, got the front bumper off, removed the radiator, which is right there, got my fuel lines and intercooler lines off the car as well. Won't be using none of those anymore, starting with some fresh lines. But what I'm essentially planning on doing is removing all this wiring and lines out the way, drain all the fluids out the car. That way I could unmount the transmission cooler and the oil cooler and the oil filter relocator out the way, because I'm going to be cutting from the strut tower forward, the nose out, basically get it ready to drop off at the fab shop so they can install the new Team Z tubular front end on it. And essentially when it pulls up, that way it's ready for him to start welding bars. Once he's done welding all the front bars, he could install that nice Maven turbo mount that I bought somewhere in the center. I'm probably gonna put the turbo somewhere in the center, and that way he could also figure out how he's gonna mount the trans and oil cooler on the new tubular front end. I'm probably gonna have to do some nice little tubular mounts for that, and something to hold the radiator as well. I'm probably gonna go a little slanted, that way there's more room for the turbo up here in the center. But it's moving right along for being a Saturday afternoon. It's probably been like an hour and a half, and I already got fuel tank, intercooler box, fuel lines, intercooler lines, radiator, and removed out the car. So next thing, like I said, we're gonna start cracking at the front. Let's get to that. All right, little update. Got the trans cooler, radiator, oil cooler, got all the old brake lines out, all the old coolant fuel lines. This is the original harness And fuse box right here. All this is coming out. Just gotta chop it all out. But slowly getting there. Probably next thing I'll do is bring the car down, get the fenders off, and probably get these tranny lines removed, drain the transmission. I already drained the engine oil, so let's keep chipping away. All right, everything's stripped off the front. Got all the brake lines and wire harness out the way. Pretty much ready to cut the front nose from the struts forward this way. So this essentially, this whole piece right here is going to get cut out. But that'll do it for today's video. I'll continue this video another day. Check you guys out on the next one. Peace.